Thank God I flipped at the last moment because this match, I mean, what can I say? Did Punjab Kings try to win it or did Rajasthan...
watching all the action or what do you mean you flipped?
Which is why I'm coming to that. Did Rajasthan Royals desperately try to lose this? Or did Punjab Kings desperately try to win this?
Bit of both. See, you needed a combination, right? We'll go over it in detail, but the bowling effort from Punjab Kings till the 18th over was heroic. In fact, I said till the 19th because I don't think Sam Curran could have done much more than what he did. He got you 2 wickets in that over and gave away only 10 runs. In the 19th over, gold. And what's more, he ensured that it would be down to Shimron Hetmeyer and a bowler. Again, I know Keshav Maharaj is a decent bat, but you're not going to be putting him up to task for hitting boundaries, which is what they would have probably needed in this stage. That being said, the one decision which I really have to talk about, and I just, for the life of me, I cannot believe, I thought, going into this game or going into this innings, that Rajasthan Royals would see this as a match which they would use to improve their net run rate. However, what they have done is actually call into question their own decision making. Again, what was the point of promoting Tanush Kotiyan to open the innings? Borderline arrogance. That, we have a small target, so let's send up someone who's at best a bowler who can bat and we'll make him open the innings. 24 of 31, if you had to have a Sanju Samson opening there, I think the match would have been taken away. Even though Yashasvi was looking pretty unconvincing, he was still batting at a strike rate of nearly 140. If you had an informed Sanju there, I think this match would have been done in 15 overs.
And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there because they also decided to promote a Dhruv Jurel ahead of a Shimron Hetmeyer and a Rovman Pal, both of who don't bat that low. Rovman Pal, even when he was batting 4-5 for the Delhi Capitals, and then of course wherever you've seen from him, what was his Achilles heel? Spin, you could. Today again we'll come to the mode of dismissal much later, but this is not his designated position. Nor does he bat in the, neither does he bat in the IPL at that position, nor for his national side as well. Where have you seen him finishing games off? Exactly. He's always there batting in the middle overs. So the fact that yes, they want enough runs on the board, did that give? Because now for 2 games now, I don't know if it's all down to Sanju Samson. You could say it was a brain fade and erroneous decision from him last time around. But who is it that's deciding all of it? That Trent bowled with 2 overs left, doesn't get to bowl. Whether it was something to do with his fitness, we don't quite know yet. But that'll go down to as an erroneous decision by the captain. Today, though, was it just the captain or was the entire thing then tinkering with the batting order? Because you're only giving somebody like a Shimron Hetmeyer 10 balls to face. You speak of Nicholas Puran and the likes of Shimron Hetmeyer to be batters who should be getting as many balls to face so that they can give you as big an explosion as possible. You're going to give them 10 balls. Even then, he's given you a strike rate of 270. But had you given him the amount of balls that he really truly deserves and not tinkered with your batting order that much, the game, what were we saying at the halfway stage? This should be a match that you correct your net run rate. Yes, they won today, but the net run rate wouldn't have, it would have had just a marginal uptick as a result.
And very marginal because they've gone batted 20 overs.
20 overs.
19.5.
Yes, with 1 ball to spare, you win the match. You lost 6 odd wickets.
7 wickets.
7 wickets as well. So it's not going to do your net run rate any good over here. And they should be just thanking the stars. They should be thanking the stars right now, Rajasthan Royals, that, by the end of it, they were only 2 balls away from making a big mockery out of themselves at a time where actually this should have been easy 2 points for them.
The buck stops in this particular kind of thing with the captain. The captain in this particular case decides the batting order. And I am very much sure that Sanju Samson wanted to go with Tanush Kotiyan.
Why?
Maybe it was for the X factor, the surprise element. Not many of the teams would have known about Tanush Kotiyan.
This is a guy, no disrespect to him. I know he played a hand over there in that record 10th wicket stand that you saw in the Ranji Trophy recently. But he's got a strike rate in about 23 T20s that he's played. He's got a strike rate of just 116. And he is a mug with the bat. He's not somebody who comes in with that reputation or his numbers suggest that you promote him right up top.
Which is why I am saying that this was, Shane had said arrogance. I think it wasn't arrogance. It was not even borderline. It was foolhardy. Absolutely foolhardiness when you know that a Tanush Kotian at max can be an anchor. And you promote him where opening in the power play. In the power play, where you have to capitalize on the best conditions.
And what happens? 24 of 31.
24 of 31. And that too, 8.2, 56.
Listen, when Tanush Kotian was batting against Livingston, who was the bowler who eventually, displaced him, he was making Livingston look like peak Shane Warne, boss. Unable to read the leg spin, charges down to a googly. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's supposed to be someone who's just come off the grind of a long domestic season. And he's looking like this sort of an amateur against spin bowlers.
8.2, you are scoring at less than 7 and over. That too in the power play. The problem is even more compounded by the fact that this knock of 39 of 28, but this is not peak Yashasvi Jaiswal of what he was. He's not. He's clearly struggling. This was the problem, and today, Sanju Samson at 3. All right. He does bat at number 3.
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me in this entire cricket verse, what wrong has Shimron Hetmeyer done?
Listen, if I was Shimron Hetmeyer, I'd request my release come the mega
I would have
auction.
packed my bags because he's been floated around for a Ravichandran Ashwin. Okay. He's been floated around now of whom? Dhruv Jurel.
No, fine. Dhruv Jurel is at least a batter.
Okay.
Tanush Kotian? Really?
Tanush Kotian.
Today was a day that
by 6.
you didn't have to do much. See, the target was very low. You had to just ask Sanju Samson, who usually comes into bat at number 3, go please open the innings for us. Riyan Parag, again 3-4, same thing. So Riyan comes in at number 3. Then we've got a Pal or a Hetmeyer, whosoever, then we can send. So 4-5 become these two big hitters. And then you've got somebody like a Jurel who also possesses the power and ability to, land a lusty couple of blows towards the end. So that's a good top 6 to begin with. At number 7, then you'll have somebody like a Keshav Maharaj, then walk out to bat.
You know what is the
It would have
problem?
been easy peasy.
You know what is the problem? Jurel hasn't gotten chances and it showed. He was rusty.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get it going. I mean, 6 of 11, 24 of 31, 6 of 11. Okay, that alone means 30 runs, 42 balls, meaning 7 overs.
Oh, wasted.
If the target was 170, 180, then boss, they were losing this.
Of which good, 12 balls, 13 balls were probably played in the power play. Even more perhaps.
Look at how the power play panned out. Every single time a Shimron Hetmeyer is never going to bail you out. A Rovman Powell, a Dhruv Jurel or Riyan Parag can't bail you out every time. And this is where the problem is. Sanju with the bat was terrible, but his captaincy in the last 2 games, I'm very sorry. There is a reason why, okay, he's been boosted by his personnel. But he, as far as managing his resources is concerned, today, it was harakiri.
I mean, listen, Tanush Kotian is predominantly a bowler. He
And
didn't
good bowler
bowl a
today.
single over. You promoted him to bat at the top of the order because of reasons. And actually, if you look at it, see, without a Butler there and without an Ashwin, you actually only had 6 pure batters.
Yes.
6 pure batters, boss.
No,
Let's
this
be
team
frank.
anyway plays with just 7.
They play with 7.
Yeah.
They play with 7, including
Ashwin.
That's the scary part. You play with 7 batters, including an Ashwin, and today you had Tanush Kotian come in. And I'd say, okay, Keshav, I can still understand because you needed the extra bowler. Now you don't have a Nandre Burger, and you are a little hesitant because you know the pitches are slowing down. Fine, you want an extra spinner. Fair. But you have 3 spinners and you're only bowling 2. Then why the hell do you need the 3rd spinner? Why do you need a Tanush Kotian? Why would you not have someone like a Shubham
Dubey.
Shubham Dubey, yeah. A Shubham Dubey come in. He could have been...
upstairs.
Yeah, Pandey is upstairs, yeah. A Shubham Dubey come in. Dare say Shubham Pandey would have been more useful than Tanush Kotian.
Yeah.
At least he would have looked to hit out or get out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just weird. 6 batters. Listen, if they had it not been for a couple of big knocks, had it not been for Shimron, Rovman, and dare I say even Yashasvi, because he got you 39 runs of what wasn't a very big total, they would have been struggling if Punjab had gotten early wickets. Again, they didn't get early wickets. The first wicket fell in the 9th over. Okay, if they had them 2 or 3 down by the 10th over, this was going to be a struggle of a chase because you don't have batting depth. And this is what I keep coming back to with the Royals. It's always dependent on 1 or 2 players, and that is what makes them so dodgy. Same thing I saw in 2022 when they made the final. First half of the season, it was Yashasvi Jaiswal, or sorry, Josh Butler or nothing.
Yeah.
Second half of the season, it was Yashasvi Jaiswal or nothing because Sanju's form predictably once again fell off a cliff.
And Sanju, okay, now that, see, the Punjab Kings also didn't help themselves. You know why? What was the need to get in an Harshal Patel? That Harshal Patel over kept Rajasthan Royals in the hunt.
The problem was they had no one else.
Exactly.
That's
They
the
had
thing.
to go
And
in.
that's again poor
They
game
had
management.
to turn to him.
They had to, you know what?
See, because again, they would have gone for a pace bowler as an impact shot, which is what we thought at the toss. But because the batting collapsed, you had to bring in somebody like an Ashutosh, which would have been plan B for them.
And by the way, Ashutosh nearly worked.
But that's the other question for the Punjab Kings here. See, today as well, what took you to that competitive score was Ashutosh. Why was Ashutosh not there in the 11?
And actually, see, the thing is that for Punjab, they were in a no-win situation. You know why? Because of the two pacers they had, aside from Arshdeep and Karan, both of whom are renowned death bowlers. In the sense, that is their main role. The other option was either you go with Harshal, who can be hit or miss. Yes, I know it's his role to bowl in the death, but he can be hit or miss there. Or you had Rabada, who has been terrible in the death for the past 2-3 years. I think the last time he was really good in the death would have been when he was part of the Delhi Capitals. That's it. Ever since then, he's really struggled in the death. So it was a no-win situation. And truth be told, had they impact subbed in anyone, probably Vidwat Kadirappa would have been the impact sub. Are you going to bowl him there? I highly doubt. I think they made the best of the circumstances or the runs or let's say the resources that they had.
Yeah.
Again, I can't fault a Karan too much because he bowled the 19th over, got you 2 wickets
and
gave away 10
only.
runs. That's really good. I will actually partly blame Arshdeep because if he had gotten 4 good balls, then the seeds of doubt would have really been sown in Hetmeyer's head. Do I look to run? Do I look to get double? He gave away a double in the second or third ball. By that point, By that point, then Hetmeyer knew it wasn't the fourth ball; it was the third ball because
Two dots, then a six. Then a 6 and then a 2.
6, then a 2, right?
Yeah.
So that's 6. That 6 was the pressure easer.
Yeah.
It was always a game of fine margins, and I know I'm being a little nitpicky here, but that was what you had to do. You were defending 10 runs. It's not a lot.
Because if you look at the progression, 35 of 3, if I'm not mistaken, when Jitesh, just go up a bit. Just go up.
Down.
I just wanted to
know. Down.
Because I wanted to see from over number 18, 19 and 20, what was the progression?
See, they needed 30 odd. Then I think Harshal's over gave away 15.
Then Sam Curran gave away 10.
See, 10 in the death I will take. 15, considering the circumstances, was probably a bit much.
But again, see, giving away 15 is not something that you'll take it, perhaps. It's not ideal.
No, agreed.
It's not, it's not on the other extreme. Let's say we've seen bowlers give away much more.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, again, and this is what I'm saying.
And this was...
I agree. Game of fine margins.
Game of fine margins. This was a wicket on which, hitting those 15 runs also was easy.
True, but the thing is that, again, this is where it really comes down to it. You want to save as many runs as you can for the guy bowling the last over. Yeah. Because if the last over guy, you take away 5 runs, which, Harshal gave away, and say if he had 15 to defend instead of 10, well, then they would have been panic stations.
Even then, all said and done, yes, we had a match of it, a beautiful match rather, thrill of a game that we saw. But credit has to go to the bowlers over here.
Oh yeah,
they had we almost wrote them off.
So that flipped.
The fact of the matter remains, it's you got to credit the bowling department today. Yes, again, like Shane said, you could be nitpicking that, okay, 2 runs here, 3 runs there, but at the end of it, there were good 30-40 runs shot on this wicket. This is a wicket that's seen excess of 170 runs scored in the games that we've seen so far. So the buck will have to stop on the batting today. Where was the batting today?
And that is my problem. I know Rajasthan have gotten a really good start. And again, they won 5 games now?
Out of 6 here.
5 out of 6.
5 out of 6 in theory.
Top of the table.
Yeah, they are top of the table. They're top of the table with a 4-point lead because again, the second place team are KKR who won 3 games. Yeah. So 6 points. So that's a great lead to have, but I'm sorry, I still don't feel very convinced by them. I know I should. Because again, but there's too many gaping flaws. The batting lineup doesn't seem sorted.
The cracks are appearing slowly but surely. The GT game was a prime example, okay? The GT-RR game.
When they threw away the initiative.
They threw away the initiative. And you got rescued at crucial intervals by certain individuals. For example, Riyan Parag rescued you against Delhi Capitals.
And Ashwin, remember, he hit those 2 sixes
of
against Nokia.
Kuldeep. Also, Kuldeep he targeted.
Nokia.
Nokia was the one. 3
Nokia.
sixes, I think, or 2
Yeah.
sixes.
Riyan Parag rescued you, and then when you look at the previous games also,
Sanju had a big knock.
in that MI game, it was the bowlers Bolt and Berger
Yeah.
who stepped up.
Also against a very out of form Mumbai, I mean.
See, it's actually, you know, it makes for a very good case study now, Rajasthan Royals, the 6 games that we've seen from them. Because, you know, I will take all of that the two of you mentioned, let's say, you know, a contribution from, let's say, Parag, Butler getting me 100 the other day, Parag giving me more runs than the following game. Then that coincides with the fact that there's a Sanju Samson who steps up with the ball. I have Berger and Bolt who, you know, set the stage on fire. It actually tells me that, you know, I am not reliant on one particular person or 2 particular people out there. I'm getting contributions from everywhere and the team's coming together. What is hampering them or what could hamper them as well going forward is, let's say, all the tweaking that they're doing. It is unnecessary tweaking and over experimentation.
Correct. That is the other thing. If you have a team which is already, I mean, let's be fair, even in their best, they're relying on 7 batters with an impact sub,
And they're
which
still
is
winning.
less. No, that's fair. My point is then don't mess around.
Exactly.
Because if you
respect what you have.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you look at that batting lineup, even with 7 batters, no, more often than not, it is enough to get the job done. Because your top 4 would look like Jaiswal, Butler, Sanju, Riyan Parag, then you've got a Hetmeyer, then you've got a Jarrell, then you have whoever the impact sub is, or Ashwin.
Yeah.
So actually, with the impact sub, then you're going to 8
Eight.
batters.
Which
That
is
is enough.
very good.
That is enough.
Very
But then what
good.
is this
See,
unnecessary tweaking?
today what happened was that 2 injuries happened. Okay.
That you can't do anything about. But
Okay,
that
but
doesn't
then-
mean that with the personnel you have as well, Siddharth, that you do these experiments.
That's the thing. That's what I'm coming to. Okay. Number 1, 2 injuries to 2 different facets.
Correct.
Ashwin, lower order bat, bowler. So that's gone. Butler, your main impact guy, gone at the top.
And then
Now, what
was
you
no Berger as well.
Nandre wasn't there for the last 2 games, if you have to look at it. So they were kind of making up for that also. That's why they got in a Keshav Maharaj. Now, you needed smart utilization of whatever you had selected. And this is where they almost committed harakiri. They were going to lose for the 2nd consecutive time. It needed only a Shimron Hetmeyer. What would have been the ideal situation, which should have papered over those cracks, get Sanju to open, Hetmeyer at 4, okay,
Or 5.
or 5, because that's where he started his career in the West Indies also, and that's where he started the IPL in. Now, he is getting leapfrogged by Ashwin, he is getting leapfrogged by Jurel. Okay, Jurel's a better bat than Ashwin. But in this kind of a situation, did you really need a Jurel promotion? No.
See, I would have understood had you, let's say, you know, gone ahead with an opening partnership or an opening pair of a Sanju and a Yashasvi. Then it gives me the luxury of, you know, giving some game time to a Jurel if I am well within, you know, comfort. If I'm, you know, onto an absolute canter, let's say, then because I want to give confidence to some of the other batters, I'll bring somebody like a Jurel in because he's a draw-shot starter, not a Pal for that matter, because Pal again is a stopgap arrangement in this 11 for now. But you don't do that either. Now, once you've done that, you can't then be making another tweak because that's all that you can do. You can't be making it 2 and then find yourself in the position that you got yourselves into.
It was like, okay, Tanush Kotian was like, okay, you have been hired to do digital writing. But suddenly you have been told, oh, you have to anchor a primetime show.
Yeah, he found himself in a role he's a little unfamiliar with.
And that too in your very first day,
Yeah,
in
no
the very
pressure,
first
kid.
day of your job. That is the situation he was put in, and boy, he struggled. Rajasthan Royals, see, even Sanju Samson, if you look at it, he's very sheepish speaking. Last game when he lost, he couldn't speak because tactically he knew he had blundered. Today, he almost committed harakiri, and we would have just gone after Sanju Samson. But we are going to go after Sanju Samson because of the other thing also that's there, okay?
Which is his batting show.
Today, okay, now...
What was the need for that shot across the line? It's not like the net run rate or the required run rate was going out of hand. You still had time.
Today, our 2 contenders that are there for the T20 World Cup, and we'll devote some time for this because we have discussed Rajasthan, we are all unanimous, they committed harakiri, but
got away with it.
Luckily, they got away because of a certain Shimron Hetmeyer from Guyana, okay? The second point that we want to raise here is that we are looking at the broader T20 World Cup and India's prospects, and the one slot that is there is the wicketkeeper bat. Today, both Sanju and Jitesh had horrible days.
Can Ashutosh keep wickets?
That's the one thing.
He can't.
That's the one thing
Sad.
the man wished he did.
Sad.
And by now, he would have had the boarding pass by now, for all you know.
No, he's not. Because see, today the shot even by Jitesh Sharma, and also not helped by the fact that he's got a very, very volatile and feeble batting order. Let us be very honest about it. The Punjab Kings batting lineup screams feeble, weak.
Also, yeah, I don't understand. You have actually look at that batting lineup. It's not just feeble and weak. First off, you can't decipher it.
Yeah.
Then you've already made it hard to decipher. It's like, say, for instance, you have a puzzle which you're not quite figuring out, and then even the pieces that you do have in place, you're like, let's jumble it all up and make it even tougher. Is Sam Curran in any stretch of the imagination a number 4 batter? No.
Never.
Is Jitesh Sharma by any stretch of the imagination a number 5 batter? No. Is Liam Livingston one of the best middle order bats in the world supposed to be coming in at number 7? No. Should Ashutosh Sharma be having to come in only as an impact player because the rest of your batting massively effed up? No. All of this is self-inflicted. It's taking a gun and shooting yourself multiple times in the foot.
That's why this contest, why I said this was the greatest rivalry. Because these two teams are the only teams who can self-implode on their own when you least expect it.
Correct.
Both tried equally on the day.
Oh, yeah.
That is why I started the show. Did Rajasthan Royals desperately want to lose this? Or did Punjab Kings desperately want to win it?
They both at different times wanted to desperately lose
Pehle
and
off,
desperately
pehle off,
win.
that's
Yeah,
it.
that's why the match went down to the second last ball.
Yeah.
Listen, this match had no right going down to the second last ball. It should have been done in the 15th, 16th over. It should have been a net run rate boost.
Yep.
As an unimaginable proportions. As things stand, Rajasthan Royals are top of the table, 4 points clear. But their net run rate is about half of KKR's.
Yes.
That is a problem, boss, because the net run rate could very well determine who finishes.
See, where
And KKR were boosted by that.
Of course.
Thank
that's
you.
the thing.
You guys obliged.
It went up by a good.
But that's what you need to do, right? If you have, and it's not just them, it was also the RCB win. Listen, that RCB win also made a big
But again,
difference.
that whole 1 point that you got added, it was positive 1 something.
Yeah.
where jumped up to.
And if
two
you look at
positive
it,
2.
Rajasthan Royals have not had huge outright wins.
No, they've been pretty comfortable.
They
for the
haven't
most part.
had huge outright
It's
wins.
just been good enough.
Yes. Now see, Jitesh Sharma came today with 9+ overs remaining. Okay.
When has he ever been a 9+ overs remaining batter?
We want him to be in the number 6 or 7 position in the India T20.
No, the role's very. This thing
Clearly
is not like
defined.
something we want. That is the place that he'll have to bat, and he has been batting, and he's in the conversation because
He bats
he's
in that
batting.
position.
Yeah.
Today, that conversation decided to not even exist because he's batting out of position.
And then you have a Sanju who, when you needed, they were 89 when his wicket fell, which meant that they needed less than 50 runs. And he decides to go for the hoikiest of hoiks across the line and get embarrassed.
I'm just wondering if this was something Jitesh wanted. This was a brain fade by the captain, or this is the franchise not wanting one of their players to play in the Indian team for the T20 World Cup. I'm just wondering what case this
I will take it as a brain fade because this is all too familiar with Punjab. The team management may change every season, but
The culture of brain fades never changes.
oh yeah,
despite change in leadership today.
yeah.
Never.
Also, change of leadership. Why there was Jitesh not the captain? They take nothing away from Sam Curran. He did excellent captaincy, but Jitesh is your designated vice captain, and you're like, no, we ain't been the captain.
It actually
There is
doesn't-
nothing called as a vice
doesn't-
captain
doesn't
concept in
send
Indian
across
cricket.
A good message, to the others in the group, by the way. Harpreet Brar and others, what Punjab have been given some credit over the years is spotting local talent. Look at the fact that they were, there is somebody like a Harpreet Brar, there is
Harpreet Bhatia, Arshdeep
Arshdeep
Singh.
Singh,
Prabh
Simran. These are players that the franchise picked and has been backing for a few years.
And also,
now.
if you have to look at their other talents like an Ashutosh, like a Shashank Singh.
No, I think what he's referring to
Look
is
at
the
Punjab.
The local
No,
catchment is very good.
Yes, and what message does it send across to the others? Will the others then you talk about players also having that sense of affiliation with the franchise? It gives them greater recognition, helps you develop the fan base, which is something some of the other franchises have done successfully and very well. Now, if you were to do something like this, what is it that the others that sense of attachment, if it exists, is only going to be waning then?
Yeah.
I mean, even Jitesh is someone whose career skyrocketed thanks in no small part to the Punjab Kings. Absolutely. They rewarded him by making him vice captain. Don't forget, in that video, in that picture that did the rounds before the tournament, it was Jitesh Sharma who was representing Punjab Kings.
Yes.
It was not Shikhar Dhawan because Shikhar was unavailable.
Yeah.
And they made it very clear that Jitesh, in his capacity as vice captain, was representing. Now you made Sam Curran the captain. Vibes. Vibes.
It is.
They're the vibes kings.
It doesn't send across a good message. And today, see, batting out of position, he really looked low on confidence.
Yeah. I mean, he's already low on confidence. And you're like, okay, go and bat in an unfamiliar position now.
This is now, the pressure is telling. The message is there that you better shape up or you're not.
Or else.
You're not boarding the
And
plane.
listen, the pressure is showing not just with him, it showed with the Yashasvi also. I did not recognize whoever this batter was claiming to be Yashasvi as well. He looked so scratchy, my God, so scratchy. This is the same guy who was pummeling baseball bowlers for fun.
712 runs.
Two back-to-back
Today-
double hundreds and whatnot.
That is an indication like mostly your team and the playing 11 is done.
No, but is it something that it opens up a bigger debate over here? That is this something that is now weighing in on the World Cup probables?
110%.
110%.
Jitesh,
Yes.
Yashasvi,
Yes. Looking at the way how it is going,
Arshdeep.
I have a feeling that your squad and 11 are done.
Listen, I'll already tell you who.
No, but then it's a cause of worry because see, Yashasvi, Jitesh, Sanju. Let's talk about players who you know at the moment
Vulnerable.
It's more hits, more misses than hits for them. Siraj, Arshdeep. These are players who very well could be in the 11 on if you were to form the ideal 11 or if we were to make the 11 prior to the start of the tournament.
Barring, see, the names that you took, okay?
Barring
Barring a Jitesh, everybody else is making in the squad.
Jitesh, Sanju, there was always a slash, but the others, but look at what's happening. Is it now then, can it be said that is it weighing the pressure of the World Cup, the selection, the fact that you don't know if you're there or not, is it now weighing in on
we
the probables?
we all know that the communication has gone. Officially, nothing will be done until April 30th or May 1st. Nothing will be said, nothing will be done, nothing will be communicated. All on April 30th, you will see what is the situation. And looking at the performances, perhaps a Yashasvi will be there in the squad, but he's not starting. He isn't starting. A Gill will start. Gill, look at how the tables have turned. Jitesh was the incumbent, but okay. Then why is the secretary of the BCCI indirectly or directly saying,
Not indirectly.
directly waxing lyrical about Rishabh Pant?
Yeah.
That was the first sign. Second, Shubman Gill was supposed to be dropped right from the T20A setup because he wasn't selected for
He
the
was.
Afghanistan.
He was dropped from the 11, not the setup. 11.
He was.
But now he will start
Yeah.
because now, according to recency bias, he is going to feature because he's had much better numbers, and that too for that one position that he's going to battle it out with Yashasvi. He's miles
At least you can say he's batting in position.
Shubman is miles ahead of Yashasvi as we speak after game number 6.
110%.
Okay, by April 30th, GT and RR would have played close to 9 games.
Yeah.
Okay, we are now just about 17 days away. And RR schedule and GT schedule is almost on the same thing. Maybe RR would have played about 9, GT would have played about 8. Okay. Shubman has certified he's made it. He will open. Yashasvi will be there as a backup.
Correct.
As far as the wicket keeper is concerned, Sanju, if you look at it, out of the 3 games, he's actually not done well in 2.
Yeah, but the problem is he's done better than Jitesh.
He's done better than
Even
Jitesh.
then.
But then if you compare it to the third contender,
Oh, he's done.
in Rishabh Pant,
Yeah. See, because
Pant is ahead.
last 3 games, you increase the sample size to 5. Then it's Sanju Samson who takes the lead because he got 250s in
but
the
then it
first.
doesn't matter. What it means is
Even in the 5-6 games, Pant, as far as keeping and batting is concerned, he's marginally ahead of a Sanju. Captaincy wise, both are committing harakiri. Only thing is, Sanju's personnel have helped him stay on top. Delhi's personnels with the injury list that they have got and also shoddy management have ensured they are second to bottom.
And also now potentially no Mitch Marsh.
No Mitch
No
Marsh.
Mitch
You can
Marsh.
check the video that Harshad's done, that his favorite team, Delhi Capitals, has suffered yet another big jolt. If no Marsh, then your major impact in the middle order is gone.
So I mean, when they lost a batter or when they lost a bowler in Lungi
I
and
know what you're
Gedi,
getting
they brought in an all-rounder.
But they balanced it, you see.
Yeah, because when they lost a
Yeah.
bowler, they brought in batter, they brought in a bowler. Now they've lost an all-rounder. Who are they going to bring in? A spinner. That's all that's left.
Out of all the years, as I said, last year, 23 out of 25 players played in the DC camp. Only
Vicky
Lungi
Ostwal.
Engedi and Vicky Ostwal didn't play. Only among this now, Vicky Ostwal has not yet played along with Yash Dhul.
Yeah,
That is the list of injuries that you got. And plus, when one player got injured, you got in a Lizard Williams. Oh, bowler.
That's what I'm saying. They balanced it.
Yeah.
Again,
And also, look, there is not that much balance because your squad, for whatever reason, despite having one slot for a pace bowling all-rounder, has three pace for a pace bowler. Has three pace bowlers: Nokia, Jai Richardson, and now Lizard
And
Williams.
now Lizard Williams.
It's as almost as bad as RCB, who have
That's
one
what-
slot and have four paces.
Are DC taking lessons from RCB when it comes to decision making? That's what I have
How
to
much did Lockie Ferguson get in the auction?
1.8 crores.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Then again, they have a
Not
10
more than
crore. No, 10 crore man is sitting on the bench.
Alzari got
Alzari
11.
got 10, I remember.
Yeah, close to. So, but another 10 crore guy is failing miserably. Harshal Patel.
Purple Patel. Who
11.
expected him to do well?
Yeah.
11.
11. So that is why, see, unanimously, Jitesh and Sanju have had bad days.
So at
And
this
in
point,
the race, my picks for the T20 World Cup, Rishabh is starting, Sanju is a
In the
backup.
11.
is that your pick or is that what will be picked? Which is it?
What will be picked is a conundrum that will defy us every
No,
single
what
day.
you went with, I think, is
Yeah,
what
I
my
think-
pick.
yeah.
That is my pick.
Okay, I would still stick with the Jitesh, although I'd keep him in the squad and go with Sanju. But as for what will happen, listen, Rishabh Pant is waltzing back into that playing 11, and you are going into the 2024 World Cup with precisely one change in your batting lineup.
No, KL
Rahul's
Rahul
not
and a
there.
Shubman Gill.
And why? Because KL Rahul, and I've said this before, and I'm saying this on the show, is the easiest scapegoat from that particular thing. That doesn't mean he didn't deserve to be dropped, but come on here.
There was no reboot, reset then from 20.
All that. It was like the commandments that were written on 2nd January 2023. Remember?
All gone.
That
Full list.
chitta.
That commandment is just a brilliant fictional novel to read. Read it, enjoy it, put it back in the shelf.
Read it, enjoy it, breathe a heavy sigh, thinking what could have been,
Yeah.
and then come
And
back
what
to
is-
reality.
Imagine a utopia. Imagine that utopia. Here, reset, T20 reset. What are you talking about?
No, reset, T20 reset, call Arshdeep. Ah!
Ha! Yeah.
Done.
So that is why I am saying these three things. Jitesh, Sanju, bad day. Punjab, problem with their batting.
And listen, as for everyone who was criticizing us saying, why did you pick Punjab Kings to finish in 10th?
We got it.
You have your answer. Anyway,
Let's
Swal,
take some swal.
शिवम का पहला सवाल.
One more T20 World Cup for loading for England or maybe West Indies?
I think West Indies could be the team,
West
you know.
Indies, man, oh man.
Home team, and they've got Russell finishing with Robin Powell as the captain in home conditions.
Nicholas Puran.
Nicholas Puran Singh.
Man, West Indies could become the first host nation to win a T20.
That is a frightening batting lineup.
Yes.
Be afraid, be very, very afraid.
And
By the way,
also, yeah.
Rajasthan Royals didn't bowl Robin Powell either today. Just saying.
As
What
I
is
said,
it with game management?
this
here?
is two teams that like to ensure, oh, let's not chop the wood, let's chop our own leg.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So that's
Anyway,
the
Swal.
situation.
Rookie
Abhishek-
Techie, let's start with him because he says that, and I'll take two of his comments
Yeah.
where he says that RR dragged the match, should have been over by the 17th over. Totally agree.
Absolutely, my friend. And Punjab need Raj Dasgupta Singh. Punjab need a Ellis and a Russo.
I mean, to be fair, Russo, I think at this point needs to be coming in for Besto.
Besto, yeah.
That rope needs to end, boss. Sorry, I'm a big fan of Johnny B, but it's Johnny B bad at this
But I
point
think
because he ain't doing anything good.
Nathan Ellis can't come because Rabada did well.
Rabada,
Karan
Rabada's
did well.
been
Livingston
frightening.
has done well.
Like you saw last year again, it was either of those. Once Rabada was available, he came in. Ellis was he did good. Ellis for whatever time that he played, I think he played good 7-8 games. He was good in those games, but after that, if KG Rabada is there,
I like Abhishek Singh's comment where he says, what kind of decisions would be there in this match? Sanju had a godly chance to shut his critics and bat at the opening position where he's the best and increase the team's NRR and make even his chances brighter for the World Cup. What the hell? Abhishek, comment of the day.
Night. And
Comment.
Abhishek Singh, this is the reason why we are all so infuriated with Sanju Samson.
Anyway, and what harm would it had? It couldn't have done any harm at all. Because simple reason, he's anyway batting out of position. From an India perspective, you might as well open.
Get some good runs.
Get more runs than you already have, and solidify your case even more.
Correct. If any time there was to play a selfish knock, it was today when your team is not even chasing 115 or 20 over match.
Go score 50-60 of those runs.
That's the problem. Piyush Nandre, Sid sir, I know my prediction of RR choking didn't go right, but nobody thought match will go to 19.5.
Listen, no Piyush, no one knew that.
No one knew. RR tried hard to choke, but PBKS choked harder. Hope super over coming.
नहीं यार, please no super overs. Please माफ कर देना यार. No.
माफ कर दो यार, Piyush. A super over, I mean, the nadir of a super over was the MI PBKS encounter in
double
Dubai.
super over, I remember that.
Oh man, we should have been having this show in 2020. There were 3 super overs in that particular series.
Yeah.
SRH KKR?
No, SRH KKR was in 2021.
Not 2020.
I think it was 2021.
Okay. Then you
Lockie
had
Ferguson won them, no?
Yeah.
2021.
21. Then you had MI RCB. Then you had MI PBKS. Oh, yes.
Let's see. I like to just scroll slightly down. I saw something very interesting. Yeah. Vignesh saying this was a bizarre game. Punjab tried to lose in the first innings and RR tried to lose in the second innings.
Which is why I
Well
started
said.
that thing. Who tried to lose harder? That's the thing. Okay, I think we took Raj Das Gupta. Huh?
Who tried to choke harder?
Who tried to choke? We have a super chat. No, let's take that.
I know,
From
let's
S.
take that.
They call it a stupid chat.
Super chat. Why would I call it a stupid chat? None of the chats are stupid. Sarthak Arya says that today Sanju should have promoted himself to open the innings and aim to boost the NRR. Moreover, blistering knock up the order today would have increased his chances for the World Cup. Sarthak, nothing more to add.
Exactly. Now, Sanju Samson, as I said, if he continues on this vein,
He'll sit on the bench. It's okay.
the same kismat. In a T20 World Cup year, he'll play ODIs.
No,
In
he'll
ODI
sit on
World
the
Cup year,
bench.
he'll play T20.
He'll sit on the bench because
Yeah.
Jitesh is not helping himself either.
Yeah. 2 of the contenders are telling Rishabh Pant,
Pehle aap.
आइए आपका इंतजार था, with all the flowers, with the red carpet, everything. That's how it
Everything in
is.
between. Yeah, exit that. Let's take some other comments.
Let's take other normal comments at this point. Oh,
Why?
wow.
What was that?
Again, why?
Exactly. Why?
I'll take some out from my wallet.
Yeah. Okay. GGK said only one of Jaiswal, Gill, Rinku will play in 11. So one of these will miss out of 15. As already second keeper will be there.
Jaiswal
Is he implying that KL Rahul will be there? What does he mean by
No. He means that one of these 4. See, Rinku has to play, so I'm including him in my 11. Gill will probably be starting and Jaiswal will be on the bench. One of these won't miss out on the 15.
But who's the second keeper he's talking about?
Second keeper.
Pant Sanju.
Who's his default guy then?
Exactly. One of them has to be Sanju. GGK
See,
version.
on current form, I can't
GGK.
pick a Jitesh. Yeah.
GJK, of course. He's assumed Sanju will be there.
When Dhoni was permanent keeper for India, is there need for any extra wicket keeper?
You always keep a backup.
Always keep a backup.
Are injured ho gaya
In the
tha?
middle of the tournament, you won't get
I think
somebody.
Ridhiman Saha has a backup, if I'm not mistaken.
Ridhiman was a backup. DK used to be a backup. You've had a lot of backups.
Yeah, DK was always in MS.
Was the perennial backup.
Exactly. So, Deepanshuji, previous year and now we can see some glimpses of future England captain. Credit Thala for a reason. Oh,
I mean, yeah, to
Curran.
be fair, Sam Curran did have a good year with CSK.
I mean,
they did go,
2021, yes.
and they did go very hard for him in 2022. It's just Punjab Kings were like, many adega.
No,
They
went hard for a certain Benjamin Andrew Stokes.
Oh, yeah. That worked out well.
16.25. That's why they couldn't go hard for Sam Curran.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Anshuman Pandey, that comment has been made umpteen amount of times.
It is.
But it's still funny.
It is.
Still funny.
Exactly.
Go down.
Go down.
We've taken that
taken
one.
Sarthak.
Niche.
Okay. Ashish Dhar, are we seriously considering India as title contenders for T20 World Cup? Max India can reach till QF.
There is
Why
no
the-
quarter-final round, Ashish, but well taken because you'd have
But you
group
get the
stage.
sentiment.
No, sentiment is well taken.
You have a qualifying, you have a Super 8.
This time you can't say whether India will be top 3-4 for sure.
I am not convinced I think there will be a battle to even make the semis if I'm being perfectly honest.
See,
Okay?
you are going to face Australia, New Zealand, and Sri Lanka. Those are your 3 teams in the Super 8 that you're going to face. So, after the Super 8s, the top 2 go to the semi-final of each group. So, that's the situation that
It is tough.
I have put them in the top 4, but I don't see them as title contenders.
Yeah.
Ashish
Ashish
wants
sir,
to
and
know-
we'll end the show with this one because it's totally off topic. Says Share, according to you, is Deccan Chargers the best named franchise? No, the best named is Kolkata Knight Riders. KKR.
Expecting, yaar,
Chennai
Ashish.
Super Kings, CSK.
Everything super. No.
Everything night, Kolkata, whatever.
Everything right, Kolkata, are?
What's your take? Delhi.
Arey, I've had 2 names, yaar.
And
What
both
do I
were
say?
terrible.
Daredevils and
Actually,
Delhi.
no, I liked Delhi Daredevils.
Actually, the time that again, it's been some time now, but once that news started to go around that Delhi are looking for a new name, and like, please don't do Capitals, because again, it was a but obvious thing to do, and I, by then I was like, okay, let's go Delhi Dynamites or something like that. Let's do that.
They do a football team, Delhi Dynamos.
That- Dynamos it
That's the
was.
team that's now known as Odisha FC
Odisha, yeah.
because they shifted the franchise out.
Yeah.
What about Punjab Kings and Punjab?
Punjab Kings is again
Punjab.
very.
Honestly, I preferred Kings XI Punjab. Thoda unique tha. It was a little bit more unique.
Punjab
I
Kings
think-
again least effort and thought. Least
no
effort and-
creativity.
Unanimously, the worst name is Mumbai Indians.
Yeah, agree wholeheartedly.
yeah.
Then don't play foreigners. No, be like Athletic Club
See,
de Bilbao.
worst naming is of course Mumbai Indians. Worst jersey, also unanimous opinion, is the LSG jersey of the
Oh
first
dear
season.
God.
Yes,
No. They've actually managed to come up with an even worse one. The Mohan Bagan tribute jersey.
That's a one-off thing.
No, that looks like a pan candy.
I mean, even if I have to look at even Royal Challengers Bengaluru.
yeah, because that was named after.
I know.
But we know what it was named
Yeah,
after.
it was done in the right spirit.
In the spirit, that spirit has long gone.
That spirit is now a spirit only.
Yes,
LSG
exactly.
beating LSG in jersey competition.
And
Correct.
2022, that Lucknow Super Giants jersey
Oh,
looked
it's
like
Gokul
Gokul
Dham
Dham Premier
Premier
League.
League.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sachi.
Pajama cricket at its finest. That jersey.
Finest.
Anyway,
Bad night suit which went around, one Rishtadar gave you, the other then you gave it. Nobody wanted it. It's that night suit.
Worst jerseys, LSGs, and best jerseys, I think GT.
I like GT's jersey. Agree. GT
Best
has a good
jersey, I think.
jersey.
CSK.
And-
Yellow.
Yeah, it's
Golden
See, if
yellow.
you're going partiality, then I love KKR's
even
purple.
KKR, by the way, the black and gold was.
Oh, that was an OG
Oh,
great jersey.
That was vintage.
Shame they changed it.
But in current jerseys, GT is worse.
GT is very good. I
That was
agree.
iconic player.
My,
McCullum,
because I like
Gale,
yellow. That's why
Ganguly.
I've always gone to CSK.
Oh, McCullum in that jersey
That
though
jersey.
only evokes one memory.
158.
RCB ka pitai.
158.
158 out of
That was too good, that
222.
jersey.
Oh yeah.
And imagine you could defend 222 very easily despite having Agarkar and Ashok Dinda in the team.
Exactly.
So that was how impactful McCullum's knock was.
Yeah. Anyway,
But okay, GGK is telling you, Shane, Rinku and Gill can't play in 11. If Rinku is in, then Virat opens. Who will you sit out?
you
Jaiswal
can bat.
will
You
use
can
the
bat
squad
8.
itself.
No, you can bat 8. Bat till 8.
Yes.
Why not bat till 8?
Bat till 8, play just. Then again, you're playing with just 5 bowlers.
Correct.
Hardik Pandya is your 5th bowler and you have to bowl all 4. That's the limitation
Ouch.
with that 11.
By the way, Simon Dool has stated that he's injured and is not
So
really.
Simon
He's not
Dool has an
admitting.
opinion,
Yeah.
and he's entitled to an opinion. But I will not treat his opinion as
I know.
gospel.
Although he did say one thing right, that we are obsessed with numbers and stats, and that sometimes can backfire.
Yeah,
He did say the
that I
truth.
agree with.
So you need to remind the concerned people now who will be making that selection that there's only 2 people, or rather there's only one person who's batting or auditioning for the right thing. The other 2 are auditioning for something else.
The selectors can't hear, can't see, can't
can.
speak.
They can't speak for sure.
They can't hear also. Outside noise is closed. What they see is an alternate universe. That is the thing. So,
We'll end it here because I mean,
Yeah.
it's a rare time that we get to leave at 12 o'clock. When does that happen?
because tomorrow we have a double header.
the other way of saying this, it's a rare occasion where the stream ends the same day it began.
Yep. So
We'll see you guys tomorrow, and tomorrow is a big day. You've got two
yes.
superb games. The rare time I can say Super Sunday really means Super Sunday. We're kicking things off. KKR versus LSG, which means it's going to be me against our producer Shivam. I'm going to be jerseyed up, you betcha. And then you've got CSK versus MI.
El Clasico.
Don't call it that.
No, but it's called the greatest rivalry in IPL. The
Yes.
most successful teams.
Yeah.
Two most decorated
The
franchises.
joint five-time champions.
Joint five-time champions.
Yep.
Go.
Playing at the Wankhede, and that evokes memories. Lots of them indeed.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. IST.
Once the toss is done.
Yep. LSG, that jersey will be an eyesore, yaar. Chalo. Bye from me, Shane and Harshit.
It's good night, Vanakam, Nandri, Shubhratri, Shabak Hair.
Shubhratri, Shabbat hai.
Yeah.
Eat your veggies.
Don't
Don't trouble your mother.
Bye-bye.
We're in for a good Sunday.
Super Sunday.
Super Sunday indeed. Bye-bye.